Hi everyone, I'm the Whiskey Enthusiast. Welcome back to my channel. Before we dive into our tasting today, I would like to give a shout out to John from Just Whiskey. If you want to find a nice YouTube channel about whiskey with good content, go to Just Whiskey. It's a brilliant channel. John does incredible content with really cool whiskeys and does it in a calm and cool manner, just takes his time. It's a pleasure to watch. So and say hi from me. If you do, just drop a comment under John's videos and just say hi from me. He does really good content. I'm pretty sure you're gonna like it. So what do we have here? We have the Ailsa Bay. What is it? Have you seen it? It's a different one. Let's look at the bottle first. Look at that. How cool is that? Really big, robust, interesting looking bottle. Now, Ailsa Bay is a new distillery. Well, actually, I don't know if they're a distillery. They do their whiskeys there. And it's a lowland whiskey. Look at that big boy. Look at that thick boy. It's heavy as well. You know, it's it's quite big. Yes, and they're very, very scientific and they're very proud of it. Now, who's behind it? It's Brian Kinsman from Glenfiddich, the genius, behind the Project XX, the Fire Cane, the Orchard House, all of that. Not the Orchard House Compass Box. Anyway, what's so different about this whiskey? Let's read it together. Welcome to Ailsa Bay, release 1.2, scientifically distilled at 22 parts peat and 19 parts sweet, then micro-matured for a precise balance of sweet and smoky notes. Now, ppm is, as we know, is used to measure peat, so it's actually phenols per million. So when you say peat ppm, it's peat parts per million, phenols per million. Phenolic parts per million. Sorry, ppm is parts per million, and if you're talking about peat, it's phenolic parts per million. So this one has ppm, so 22 ppm. I don't know if you can see it. Anyway, I'll tell you about it, and then you can try it. So it has 22 ppm peat and 19 ppm sweet notes. But the difference is, they measure it before bottling. They don't do it just after kilning, which happens with most of the distilleries. And I'll read in the back. Inspired by the creativity of science, based in one of the most advanced distilleries in the world, it is a distillery, we're an inquisitive team of scientists, engineers, and whiskey makers inspired by creativity of science. We microcontrol our SPPM, sweets part per million, and PPPM, peats parts per million, levels to push whiskey boundaries and invent new flavors. A modern whiskey for the inquisitive. And there's a QR code here, and if you hack it, as they say, you'll see all kinds of futuristic stuff about your bottles and about what's in it. And what is micro-maturation? What they do is they put their new make spirit just after the distilling into Hudson Baby Bourbon. Hudson Baby Bourbon's a brand. They're small cask, which is between 25 to 100 liters, and it stays there for about 9 months to get a really fast and impactful maturation. And then they fill that. Well, they take that new make and then refill virgin oak and first fill bourbon barrels. Bottled at 48.9% ABV, non-chill filtered, and no caramel color added. If you go to my Instagram account at the Whiskey Enthusiast, I have a post about it. And if you scroll, you can see some ways of hacking this whiskey. Let's dive in. Initial nose is a beautiful, fiery, ashy, sweet peat reek. Very pretty. Perfumey, floral. The peat is there, but it's so integrated with sweetness. See, I don't know, this is power of suggestion, but it's pretty. It's not in your face peat. It's a really nice level of peat. It's not maritime. I'm assuming they're using Highland peat, so it's a bit more herbal, a bit more tea-like. Mulch, ground, earthy. Very pretty, but it is dominating, even though it's only, what is it, 22 ppm. Yeah, sweetness is what sweetness? It's gum, lollipops, chewies. It's a bit artificial sweetness. Because the peat is overtaking that sweetness, I can't really articulate what sweetness is that. Let's dive into the palate, maybe it'll open up. Oh wow, okay. Oh, that's good. All sorts of herbs and spices. What is it? Sorry. Cumin, thyme, black pepper, white pepper, mountain thyme, wild thyme, oregano, red chili flakes, nutmeg, salt, caramel, salted caramel, sea toffee, you know, those very salted caramels. Yeah, chili flakes, nutmeg, a little bit of a clove. And the finish is medium to longish, peppery, leather, sweet, sour. It's a bit cloying, interesting, but not sweet cloying. It's just a bit dry and mouth coating. It's very sour in the finish, almost sour like a smoky cheese. Yeah, like a smoky Edam cheese. I get that on the finish. It's a very similar texture, very similar mouthfeel and finish and taste. Nose just doesn't open up to anything else. Maybe you should play around with some water due to the to keep the video as short as possible. I'm not spending a lot of time on that, but I would. It's 48.9, so it could take some water. But the palate is really gentle. The peat is there, but because it's Highland peat, it almost feels like you're drinking a very cool, very different tea. You know, oolong, or I'm not a massive. Well, I'm a tea fan, but I'm not just well versed in it. But it just feels like you're drinking a smoky tea that has really nice character. It's also sour and sweet, with that cheese notes there. And it's just nice. There's a little bit of a metallic note. I don't know where that comes from, maybe the young age, but it is a single malt whiskey. So there's no grain whiskey in it. And oh yeah. It's in Girvan. So where the single malt, where the grain distillery is as well. Okay. Guys, I like it. It's really nice. I don't think I bought it really cheap as well. So for what it is, for what it looks like, for what there's only one expression as far as I know. There isn't another one. It's really cool. It's a really nice drinking whiskey. You can just it feels like a daily dram really, even though it's peaty. It's quite light. I'm just gonna enjoy this now. So I'm gonna recommend this. 3 Glencairns. Now, what my Glencairn scores are: 1 Glencairn is give it a pass, 2 Glencairn is try it before you buy it, and 3 Glencairns is definitely get it. This gets 3 Glencairns from me. It's really pretty, and the science behind this is pretty cool. Scanning, hacking your bottle is pretty cool. So yeah, get it and enjoy it. Flat Coke and mud, dirt, and a little bit of a, not a little bit, now very floral as well. Flower bouquet. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this one. I certainly did, and I'm going to keep enjoying it. If you did, please hit that like button. If you want to know more about my videos, please hit that bell icon and subscribe. And go check my Instagram account at The Whiskey Enthusiast. We do some nice tastings with our group, and we do some nice reels and photos and stuff. So I hope you enjoy those. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you at the next one. And also, again, don't forget to check John at Just Whiskey. Cheers, guys.